Hi, happy Sunday. This Sunday is gonna look a little different than the Sundays that you're used to. It's gonna look a little bit more like a training vlog, and there's a couple reasons for that. It's mostly because the Open is coming. The CrossFit 2018 Open is less than a week away, and so the next 5 weeks on this channel are gonna look a little bit different because the Open is a huge part of what I do as a CrossFitter, and so we're definitely going to be focusing on that. It's a very exciting time. I get really excited. Sam and Jacob and all my friends get really excited, and so I just want to share that excitement with you guys and share these experiences with you guys, and so it's gonna shake things up a little bit on the channel. Every Sunday, we are going to have a video about the workout of that week, and Wednesdays are gonna kind of be normal and they may look a little bit different, but every Sunday for the next 5 weeks, not including today, we are going to have a video about the CrossFit Open and about that week's workout, and it's gonna be really fun and exciting, and I'm gonna get into more of it later, but right now I just gotta get a workout in and we're gonna get moving. I'm breaking out like crazy. I think I'm stressed. So first we're gonna start with some back squats, and then we got a whole lot of snatches later, so we're gonna get to that right now. Join me on the floor, my young boy. That was weird, sorry. Look who's here.
Hi.
Jacob's joining us for today's video vlog. Normally I just, for the vlogs, I just ramble away by myself, but today we're gonna be talking about the Open. Jacob's also doing the Open. He was sitting next to me anyway, so I figured we'll just all talk together.
Sure.
This is already thrilling. So, we just registered for the Open. Like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna be chatting about all things CrossFit Open. Figured since we just registered, now is probably a good time to talk about it. A little late in the game, but we just like to keep everybody on their toes.
Oh, Bella has a bone right now.
For those of you who don't know what the CrossFit Open is, it is the very beginning of the CrossFit Games season. It is a worldwide online qualifier. Every week for 5 weeks, they announce a workout Thursday night, and you have until Monday to do that workout and submit your score online. You are then ranked, you're ranked in a whole bunch of different ways. You're ranked within your box, you're ranked within your state, within your region. Service members like police and firefighter and military, they all have their own leaderboard, which is super cool.
Teachers have theirs.
Teachers have a leaderboard, which is really cool. OUTWOD has created a leaderboard for all the queer CrossFitters across the globe this year, which is really cool. And so, first of all, it's just a really fun thing that CrossFitters all across the globe are doing, and that in itself is kind of exciting.
Yeah. Fun and horrifying.
Oh, it's also really terrible, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Basically, what the actual, well, there's lots of purposes to the Open, but then what happens is you are ranked within your region. At the end of the Open, you are able to qualify for regionals. And that is not online, that is in very real life. It's over the course of a couple days. So both individuals and teams go to regionals to compete for a spot to qualify for the games. Masters and teens do an online qualifier, otherwise regionals would just be chaos.
Yeah, so they have
2 online qualifiers.
They have the Open and then the actual qualifier later on.
Your whole region competes in real life together in one place, and the top 5 go.
Again, it could change with the new changes to how the regions are, but they're
really shaking things up this year.
But in the past, it was the top 5 teams, top 5 men, top 5 women.
Those are the people who go to the games. So all of you who asked me if I am deciding to go to the games, that's not how it works. You must qualify in the Open and then qualify again in the regionals. That's how you get to the games. I am nowhere close to that happening. Guys, it's really freaking hard. So will I be at the games? Hopefully, but as a spectator. So basically that is a brief summary of what the Open is and what comes after it. And that's the thing that we're going to be doing for the next 5 weeks. They have already started to shake things up. Like we mentioned, they've kind of rearranged the regions. Again, I can't keep track.
They did an 18.0, which was also...
They did an 18.0, but that was kind of just like a fun little hype thing. And now they've also changed some standards. The burpee standard is changing. You have to just jump
Possibly. Technically, we don't know if it's changing for the Open yet.
Anyway, burpee standard might have changed. They could potentially be a little bit harder. They've also now changed the standard about hand protection. You can only use grips or tape. I use neither, so I don't really care. But I thought that was interesting that they did that. And just like, these are really small things, but I just feel like a lot of shit's gonna go down this year.
Yeah.
I feel like Dave Castro is like planting all these little seeds like, new burpee standard. Hand protection standard changed. Here's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Teams have gone from 6 to 4.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
That's a big one.
So they're already shaking up a lot of things, which makes me really freaking nervous because I have no idea. Listen, Dave Castro is insane. And I never know what to expect for the Open. You really do have to be, and you really do have to be ready for anything. I just have a weird feeling that this year is gonna be extra crazy.
Because there are certain things you can always kind of come to expect. There are patterns that you can pick up on in Open workouts. You come to expect the patterns, and then that's when things change. And I feel like people are getting a little too complacent with the patterns now, which means stuff's gonna get shaken up.
Here's some movements I would love to see added this year. Handstand walks.
I can take
Probably won't happen, but I feel like because they've added the distance component with the walking lunges, it may not be far off.
My bet, the one that's more likely to be added before handstand walks is pistols, but that's just me.
That was gonna be next on my list. I would love to see pistols get added. I want ring muscle ups to come back.
Yes.
I think now, especially because there's a scale division, there hasn't always been a scale division, and now especially because there's a scale division, ring muscle up should come back because I think it's an awesome separator. And I think that part of the Open, yes, it's about community, and yes, it's about just testing your fitness on a personal basis, but it's also about separating who the competitors are versus everybody else. And they always have movements or workouts styled that are gonna be separators.
Yeah.
So I would love to see ring muscle ups come back. I think strict handstand push-ups would be really interesting.
I would like that a lot, actually.
But at the end of the day, honestly, you really just have to be prepared for anything.
Right, which is kind of the whole
It's
purpose.
the whole point. Yeah, exactly. I'm nervous that, well, I'm always nervous.
Yeah, it's a nerve-wracking 5 weeks for sure.
Listen, it's nerve-wracking for us because we care about our scores. We are competitive athletes. We care about where we rank. We're trying to eventually get on a team to make regionals, and so our performance each year matters because we're building up to that goal. And so that's why it's stressful and it's nerve-wracking. And I think it is a little bit stressful for everybody just because everybody cares about their score a little bit. But I think for a lot of people across the community, it's just really fun. And it's awesome to partake in this thing that everybody's partaking in. And like literally CrossFitters all over the world, like you have this connection with them that is just really cool and really fun and really exciting. So I think for the average athlete, it's just an awesome experience, and you can kind of really feel the momentum of the Open as it kicks off. Like there's just so much excitement and so much hype in the community. And you know, we've had people that haven't signed up 2 weeks in are like, man, I wish I registered. This is so cool, I wish I registered. For us, it's terrifying because we care about our scores, and when you care about your score as much as we do, you push harder than you have ever pushed in any workout ever. And so it always hurts a little worse. It hurts a lot worse, actually. Not because they're harder. I would argue that these workouts are not harder than like workouts that we would do on a more regular basis.
No.
But we're gonna push ourselves that much farther that it hurts way worse.
Yeah.
And that's why we're nervous, because we just know the pain that comes.
The other side of it too is like most of the time we have our coaches, like we have Sam judge us, so she's over us a lot more than she would be when we do a normal workout.
You're timing your rest.
Yeah, and so you have that voice in your ear that's like, you can't convince yourself not to keep going because you have somebody else that's like, pick up the bar, pick up the wall ball.
3, 2, 1, go. And so that's why we're nervous, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking for us because we just are anticipating the pain that we love so much. So I was in a bit of a time crunch today because I have to go to a job. No, YouTube is not my only job, and yes, I do have other jobs to go to. So I unfortunately didn't have time to WOD today. However, my back squats felt great. That was technically a 5 rep max PR. My snatches felt pretty good. I haven't hit 125 in a while. My overhead squats felt good, and so, I just felt strong today. I moved today, and sometimes that's all you can ask for. Goals. I almost don't want to say my goal out loud because I'm nervous. If I don't do it, then I'll be embarrassed. I want to be top 300 in the region. I want to be top 300 in Southern California.
There we go.
What'd you rank last year, do you remember?
I was like top 200 in Southern California. So better than that.
Just better than last year? That's a good goal.
Maybe like top 150 or top 100 would be nice. Not maybe, that would be nice. I'd like that.
Yeah. Also, so anyway. So anyway, that is all of our thoughts for the upcoming Open.
Or at least a good chunk of them.
Yeah, exactly. But also a fun thing we're doing for these Sunday videos, we're gonna do a little box tour for the Open, which maybe that's not exciting to you. It's exciting to me. So every Open workout, we're actually gonna add a different box, so we can kind of like, you can kind of like see how different boxes like do the Open, and you just kind of like, I don't know, it just like feels fun to me to like, just like go and like, you get to see the community and like how people just like kind of band together during the Open and just change up the atmosphere, and I think it'll be fun. So every week we're gonna do the Open workout, at least our first attempt at a different gym, and so that's more fun for us, it's more fun for you guys. So that's just a fun little tidbit I wanted to prep you for.
Yeah.
My only other thought is, Dave Castro, please don't kill us.
He will, but
he's gonna. Fine. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you missed last Sunday's video, you can watch it now, and I am still cutting through the Open, so if you want to catch up on all things nutrition, you can use this playlist.
Bye.
Bye.